Hey guys, this is Free Bloodlust. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys to make a phattie. It looks a bit like this. This is, it's 3 singles in one. It's pretty good for if you want to do a trade that's worth more than just one single. It's really easy to make. You can make it out of like anything. The one I just showed you, the connector beads were made out of these little foam block thingies, and it was made out of just random things like stars and bows and yeah, just everything. Alright, so for starters, it's pretty easy. You'll know what to do once I show you. So you start off with 3 different colors. You don't have to have 3 different colors, but that's just what I do. And some connector beads. I'm just using star connector beads. You can use a different color bead or a heart or a foam block or whatever. I'm using this string here, Craft and Jewelry. It's $1 at Spotlight. So you're just going to need a good length of that. Mine is, I'm not sure how long mine is, but yeah, you're just going to start by threading on 4 of your starting color, and then a connector bead. So you're going to pretty much follow this pattern all the way around until you just make your normal single. Just one single with using just 4 beads and then a connector bead. You don't have to use 4 beads, you can use 3 beads and then a connector bead. It's up to you. I'm using 4 because that's always what I use. But yeah, you can use 3, 2, 6, 7, 9, whatever. As long as the main thing that's important is the connector beads in this. And that you have enough beads, of course, but yeah. Connector bead. Not exactly sure on the bead count of this just yet, but yeah. So you're stringing them on like this. 4 greens. Or whatever color you're doing, and then just a connector bead, a star, or another bead. I'm not entirely sure what size I need, so I have to just measure every now and then. I think this will do. Yep, so you see how I've got them all on. This will fit me now. So I just push it to one end and just tie it off like a single. Sorry about my phone, guys, it just goes off crazy. Okay, and then just tie it like a single. 3 ties will generally do the trick. And then you just tie this short, then you just cut the short little tie off and leave this big long tail, because this is going to be what you're going to do your beading with for your next row. So it should be coming out of a connector bead, like, yeah, it should be coming out of a connector bead, like right there. So if it's not, thread it through so it is coming out of a connector bead. And then all you're going to do is you're going to string on another 4 of your next color. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're just going to shove it, this end, through the connector bead again. once again, you don't have to use 4 beads. You can use whatever. You could use, like I said, I've got bows and hearts and stuff on this one. Instead of using beads, I used hearts and bows. I had one, but I gave to my grandma that had butterflies and buttons on it. It was, yeah. You can shove bells on it. You can put anything on these. So, do this all the way around. Sometimes it gets caught on the other one. Just make sure that doesn't happen. So do this all the way around. 4, and then thread through the connector bead. If you wanted, you didn't have to cut the little tail bit off, but I do because I prefer it like that, so yeah. Because the way I tie it, I don't usually need the little connecting bit to like connect it, the long bit to the little bit, so I just cut it off. But if you guys find it easier to just tie it with the little bit, then that's fine. Leave the little tail bit on. Yeah. Just keep threading. Just keep threading, threading, threading. Anyway. That was weird. I just had a Finding Nemo moment. But anyway. Yeah, so just keep threading them on until you get back to this point. And then you thread on your last 4. And then you thread it through the connector bead again. Alright, now once we're at this part, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have 2 colors layered. Alright, so you can put the rest of the pink away. And now all we're gonna do is you don't need any more connector beads. All you're going to need to do is now just add the last layer of 4 on to your thing and keep threading through the connector bead. I've done it in 3 layers so that you can see that there's actually 3 different colors that you can use, or you can just, use one color. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it depends on your preference of how many beads you want to use between each connector bead. I use 4 always. I don't know, that's just my number. Never made anything bigger than 4. And the less connector beads you have, the smaller your fattie's gonna be. Less amount of connector beads you're gonna have to go through. It's not gonna be smaller necessarily, it's just gonna far less connector beads, and it might look a bit weird, but yeah, I don't know, because I've never actually made one that big. So yep, just keep threading on your beads. Thought my phone was on silent. I guess it doesn't want to go on silent. Stupid phone. Just thread it through there. Next connector bead. Sometimes we get the odd bead with this little piece sticking off. I just cut it off with scissors because you don't want that jabbing into you. It would be very unpleasant. Okay, so then we just have 4 beads that we need to thread on now, and then we'll tie it off. So 2, 3, and then thread through this connector bead. And then what I do to tie it off is I just thread it through the next 4 beads to get it back to another connector bead that isn't the first one. And then all I do is just tie it off like a cuff. So I just make a loop and I just pull. Then I just make another loop. It's like you make a loop around like the side of the star. So you make a loop around the side of the star and then you just pull, you push the other end of the big tail through. So you just put it through, just say you put it through your cuff and make sure it's on the left side of your star, and a loop will form, and then you push the long end of your tail through the loop and you just pull, and then once you're done you just tighten it and chop it off, and there you go, you have your fatty. Mine's a bit loose for me, I didn't really measure it too good, but yeah, congratulations, you have made a fatty. Like I said, it's really good for trades, and yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make this next. It's going to be a panned apple, and then I'm going to teach you guys how to attach erasers to your stuff, so like these guys. Yeah, hope you have a good night or whatever, and I shall see you soon. See ya.